So they want to act up now, so I need to go feed them. So I'll be right back. Oh, another big question I do get is, were you shocked when you found out you were having twins? The answer is yes. Like, I'm still shocked. I have 2 little human beings and I grew them for 9.5 months, might I add. That was a very, very difficult thing to do. But I mean, I wake up every day, I'm like, wow, I have 2 children in one setting. So hey, I found out I was pregnant at about I believe it was about 7 weeks. I found out I was pregnant, and then one day, I don't think I had told anybody yet, I'm not sure. Found out I was pregnant at 7 weeks, and then like, here comes the symptoms. Not the symptoms, here comes the throwing up. Like, I was throwing up. Well, I couldn't keep anything down. And I was vegan at the time too, so I was like, the throw up was just, it was coming every time. Like, I had all day sickness. It was no morning sickness. Ginger didn't help. Ginger candy didn't help. Ginger root didn't help. Ginger ale didn't help. Ginger cookies did not help. And nothing helped. Nothing helped. And I found out I was having twins at 11, no. I found out I was having twins at 9 weeks. I had to go to the ER because at that point, I wasn't eating anything. Like, I couldn't keep water down. It was very difficult, and I knew I needed to go to the hospital at that point. And when that ultrasound picture came up, it was 2 little circles, like 2 little circles. There was two heartbeats, 2 children, and I was too shocked. It was crazy. I'm still shocked, and you know, but as far as like pregnancy symptoms, I had the nausea really bad, and I was throwing up from when I found out until I turned 6 months. So yeah, that was like a lot to deal with, just throwing up all the time. I would throw up at work, throw up on the way to work, throw up on the way home, throw up in the bed, throw up in the bathroom. Like, anybody could get it. I can't lie, my pregnancy was miserable. I was miserable. I cannot deny that. It was very hard, but I got like I have the best children ever. You get the best gift out of it, and it makes you a stronger person, and you always make the best decisions you can for your baby, or babies in my case. But fast forward, I went on a cruise while I was pregnant. I think I had to be about 12 weeks pregnant. And when I tell you, like, don't go on a cruise pregnant, that's just not, it's not what's up. I was in the room about 80% of the time. The nausea, like, really turned up. Like, the nausea was there. It was here on the boat. I only had one meal. I only had one meal on the boat that I did not throw up, and that was shrimp and lobster. That was pretty funny. That was the only thing I didn't throw up. But I was miserable on the cruise. If you're pregnant and you want to go on a cruise, don't go. Just stay home and be pregnant. That's the best thing you can do. But from 6 months, No more nausea, but I started getting shortness of breath really bad, chest pains, back pains. I was just hurting everywhere. It hurt. Went to the ER probably about 4 times from 6 months to the morning I delivered them. And yeah, they always sent me home, and it was upsetting because I just wanted to deliver them like so bad, and no, it wasn't happening like that. They just sent me home and they were like, deal with it basically. So fast forward my delivery story. I delivered them at 38 weeks via C-section. I had a scheduled C-section, so the morning I went in, there was one person ahead of me to go to the OR, and I was just like, please, I was begging them, like, can you please make me first? Like, I don't want to wait anymore, because it was already, I got to the hospital 8 something o'clock, and I didn't get into the OR till like 2 o'clock. So, not to mention that morning at 12 a.m. I had to stop drinking water, and like pregnant people and water are like best friends. That was that made it more miserable because I was so thirsty. Like the morning of my C-section, when I brushed my teeth, I just let the water sit in my mouth for a little bit. I didn't swallow it, but I was that desperate for some water. And then in the delivery room, my mom walks in with a cup or something. I didn't care what it was. I just wanted it. And I was like, can I please have some? She said, no, you can't have any. I check in. That took like an hour. They didn't have any chairs. I was contracting. Miserable. I was fat and swollen, but I was so fat and swollen, and I just wanted them out. But I check in, they get my weight, blah blah blah, get in the gown, they hook me up to the monitors, and you poo-pooed, stinky. Stinker butts. I said it's my stinker butt. It's not funny. You stink. You stinkies. They hooked me up to the monitors, and baby B, which was Saint, he kept kicking the monitor off, and then he started having late D cells, so that kind of put them in a bit of a more rush to get me to the OR. But before that happened, the doctor actually offered me to have them naturally, which I did think about it for a split second, and I was like, no, that might take all day or 2 days, whatever. I want them out now. And another reason I did not want them delivered natural is because baby B was breech, and I didn't want them tugging on his shoulders. I didn't want no dislocations or forceps used and any of that. I had You just wanted to be nosy and on camera. Yeah. So fast forward, they put a Foley in, and I'm getting ready to go to the OR. They roll me in the OR and do another ultrasound, and they found out that baby A had now went into distress and was having late D cells. So they sped up that part, and then I got my spinal. I don't know the difference between a spinal and an epidural, but the word they used was spinal. And once, it didn't hurt. It was cold though. But once they put it in, like, my body disappeared. And it didn't even go numb. It went away. All I had was a head at that point. And that was scary because I knew that because I couldn't feel anything, I was starting to panic. Like, I didn't feel anything. And that, I knew that if I started panicking, they would put me under and I wouldn't be able to see them when they first came out. So I was like trying to take deep breaths, and I saw the monitor behind me. It said my heart rate was like 50 something, and I'm like, please, like, get it together, Christina, because I want to see them come out. And they came out healthy and chunky. Sage was 7 pounds 8 ounces, and Saint was 8 pounds 1 ounce. And I will put a picture of how I looked right before I delivered them, my last pregnancy picture, and I was pretty huge. But it was all the pain, all the thrown up is so worth it, because you get the best gift, and they are just amazing. They make me a better person, and it's an amazing journey that I'm on now. So that's my delivery story. Now recovery, that is, I swear, once they like stitched me up or whatever, they rolled me to the recovery area, whatever, and next thing I know, they're just putting babies on my breasts, and I'm just like, hey, I'm still kind of out of it, and they're just shoving them on my breast, and the babies are just biting down. That's funny. That's funny. The baby's just chomping away, and I'm trying to like take it like a G, because people don't tell you breastfeeding is not supposed to hurt, but they were like getting down, and that, it hurted so bad. Went to my postpartum room, and everything was okay, and they were pretty healthy boys. I did have a little difficulty with breastfeeding in the hospital, and that's a whole nother video. It's about them not latching on correctly, but I'll do another video about that. That's the only, I was in the hospital for a day and a half. Yeah, anyways, I was in and out literally, and I was scared to go home. I was like, I don't think I'm ready to go, because I don't know. I was just scared. I was just cut open, so